All right, what is up, everybody? Keith Jameson, Go Big Guy 231 across the DFS industry. We're going to do a quick Saturday EPL 2-game slate. Was like sitting here debating if I even wanted to do it, but we're going to stick with always on Saturday, regardless of if it's a 2-gamer or a 5-gamer. We'll do it. It's a city slate. So city slate, 2 games. They're minus 500. The other side of the other game that we have is Everton and Palace, who aren't filled with guys to that we want to target. So it's gonna be really short. We'll go over that. Quick reminder: like, subscribe, comment. All right, let's talk about the game. City minus 500. You lock in, and that's home to Brighton. Look, Brighton is very good against bottom tier teams, but Brighton does play a possession-based style. That is a very, very bad recipe versus City, who City is the preeminent, the dominant possession-based squad. So I think that this could actually be, despite Brighton being a good team, this could be like a 3 or 4 goal game, 3-1, 4-1. I could definitely see Brighton scoring. I'm not like rushing to Ederson by any means, but yeah, we're gonna be on City pieces. We're gonna be on Holland. Inexplicitly, KDB is 8,700. I don't really understand how that happens, but we're on Holland. We're on KDB. I think the big decision becomes the other 2 City pieces. Do we pay up for Foden at 402 at 9,100? He's been great this season. I think the argument would be if you see Mahrez at 8,000, that's gives a lot more salary, and then João Cancelo at 6,900. I think that's too much for Cancelo, but what we've also seen with Cancelo is that he can just show up with massive games, with goals, with assists. He's not going to put up Trent Alexander-Arnold or Tsimikas or Kieran Trippier floor games from the fullback position, but his equity to be a part of a goal or assist is so high. So KDB, Holland, your locks. The next tier, you're probably going to at least have one more City piece, which is that Mahrez, that Foden level, Cancelo, and then if in Jack Grealish, yes, much maligned in terms of not scoring a lot of goals, not providing a lot of assists, but he does provide good floor, and he does provide us extra City exposure. Trying to think the right way to say this, like nobody that's watching this probably watched the MLS game, but Leon Flock from the Union, does nothing the entire game from the midfield place, but he's in the right place at the right time and kicks in a goal. And Grealish is going to be in the right place at the right time for a lot of City possessions, so it's very, very easy to see him stumbling his way into a goal or an assist, and that not being a crazy thing at all. So that's the City side of things. It'll be interesting what they do at the other fullback position. They have been reluctant to play Sergio Gomez not in the Champions League. I like him a lot if he's in at 4,800. I think he'd be like close to a lock. But they played like Ake / Michael Akanji there, where it's like this hybrid 4 in the back when they're in possession. When they're not in possession, 4 in the back. When they're in possession, it's more like a 3 in the back with Cancelo pushing way up in terms of the midfield. So that's how it would go. Rodri, Gundogan, that other midfield spot, normally not a DFS asset that we would trust. On the Brighton side of things, I don't really think you can play anybody optimally for cash. Obviously, Gross is on Monopoly set pieces, but I don't expect that many. I'm sorry, not a Monopoly set pieces. Solly March taking set pieces, and when he goes off, Alexis McAllister took a corner and has taken a few corners this year too. So, yeah, no Brighton play pieces for optimal. But if you want to go in GPP, try to find that goal, go for it. Other game, Everton, Palace. At Everton, very close. I think DeMar Gray is a great play. Sub 7,000. When they are taking corners, he's taking all of them. If Dwight McNeil were to start, he could take some. But I really like DeMar Gray. If that doesn't happen, Calvert-Lewin is a really, really cheap punt for forward. Look, Everton's going to show up a little bit at Goodison. That's always going to happen, especially to first mid-table team. This is their chance to get points. They're going to be in a relegation battle, possibly this year. The bottom of the table is really, really, really bad. So maybe Everton will get out of there. But, I like Calvert-Lewin sub 5,000. Gray, I think is very, very shortlisted for cash. Anthony Gordon, I guess, is viable, but he doesn't take set pieces really. So, this is Gray for me from Everton. And then Pickford, I think, is very in play at Goodison, getting that Goodison bump. For the Palace side of things, when in, Olise and Eze are splitting sets, that kind of takes you liking or loving one of them out. Olise to me is the superior, just pure floor play, but Eze, we've seen over and over again, just super, super talented. Both are very viable in cash games, depending on how you feel forward to. Zaha, more of a GPP play, but obviously like Zaha. If you like Palace to stomp here, you could play some sort of combo of 2 of the 3 of them. I don't think it's crazy. Guiata and goal and play as well. And then you're just filling out your lineup based on value that pops up. If there's some fullback value, something in the midfield. But it's a City slate. It's how City slates go. They're not like the most fun to build, but the cool thing is you just kind of get a couple locks in and go from there. So I'm gonna do a prelim core. It's going to be Demarai Gray, Erling Haaland, KDB. Guys, good luck everybody. If you like the video, like, subscribe, comment. Really appreciate you. Good luck. Take care.